some technical issue. Just a minute.
अरे कितना है? अच्छा ठीक, मैं आपको 1700 भेज रहा हूँ पेमेंट का, इसी नंबर पे आपको फोन किया।
So warm welcome and thanks to you for coming over here. And so actually I'm quite my apologies. Actually we have to start by 3:30, but due to technical and most of our managers on leave, so we are starting like 3:50, and most of our teams has joined online, being on leave, all those things. Through Pan India, most of the people has joined online, and so over to you, and later we can have not taking much of your time.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, sir. I'm audible at the back? Huh? Comfortable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, can you just slide through? Yes, if you want. No, my slides okay.
Yeah, it's it.
Okay.
I'm comfortable. Yes.
So shall I change the slides?
No, I do. Probably you will see my slide after 2 or 3 slides, they would remain stagnant. Because the very first slide would be taking to the entire session of today's discussion. And subsequently, it is just for those of you who would like to have a copy of it, it has been described at the back. To start with, you see the blank screen, right?
Yes.
Now, my objective, my intention of giving you a blank screen is for the next 1 hour or so, kindly forget all the issues that you have in mind back home or on your shop floor. Just relax yourself. Reason is, what we are going to be talking is to make you understand why this particular Energy Conservation Day being organized once in a year is relevant to our well-being. In the beginning, when some of you were sitting here, and those of them who were working online, it is obvious that we would like to go back home as early as possible, right? Now, if you look at the screen, which is basically clear white, I think of course apart from the background, intention is just relax, sit and understand what we are trying to say. And the process that I am going to be taking over is not the kind of presentations where people move over the slides and then discuss on the topic there. I would like to make sure, even to you who are here and also to those people who are on the online, to list or give some inputs to us so that I can note down what is of your importance. No, basically, how I would like to go about is energy management is one part, World Environment Day is the other, Energy Conservation Day is, so each one has got a different coins and then they have been discussed. But what I would like from your side is, how many of us would like to go back home in the first instance? Almost everyone. Is there anyone who would like to stay back and work overtime?
No.
None. I hope people on the online also give their concurrence to this. Now, if we have to go back home early or in time, what is it that is required? The systems where we are working on should all be working fine, right?
Yes.
If they are all working fine, then we don't have to worry about. We can pack 5 minutes before, keep ourselves ready, and then board. Suppose if it is 5 o'clock, 4:55, you can keep yourself ready, and then ready to move out,
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Now, to make you understand or to emphasize, what I would like from your side is, what are the things that usually stop you from going back home?
Issues, major breakdowns.
Issues?
Stick ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು sir. You can stick it.
ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಕಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ I would say red.
Issues. Right.
It is basically the ones which actually prevent you from going back home, right? So, issues. What are they basically? Breakdowns?
Breakdowns and sometimes vendor will be coming and their work may be continuing.
Breakdown.
Breakdowns wherever it will impact operations, like water, power outage.
Any breakdown.
Yes, yes.
And late incoming. Late receipt of goods, right?
Yes, material.
Next. Anything else?
Any major water leak, it is already there in the breakdown.
Yes.
Any pending work due to which your timings exceed?
Pending works are unattended.
Yeah.
Tasks. And is there a case where people say, see, I want this done in 5 minutes, attend to this and then go back home?
Yes.
Somebody from the non-technical team who are basically the core team, I would say core team. They are the ones who actually give you a request, or they say, I would not say a request, they'll say, they'll demand, I want this, it is not happening, you have to attend to this.
Yes.
Huh?
Many times.
That also will be there, sir.
Last minute demand.
Last minute calls.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else?
Anybody visitors?
Okay. You mean
Major client visit. You can say major client visit. Some other countries, they have to visit night
if it is other country, usually it will be scheduled.
if unscheduled.
Huh.
They have to
Or can we say vendor visits?
Yes,
Vendors
yes.
or visitors.
Yes,
You can say.
yes. Vendors we can consider.
Then okay. Some things of this type which usually inhibits or which usually prevent you people going back home in time. Right?
Yes.
I think I already welcomed you. I don't know if I'm not done it. Sorry, kindly.
It's not
Excuse me, because directly we gotten into this. This I think is what I have just highlighted this If there is anything that you have in mind, you can always keep adding back. We'll write it. Okay, see, basically, it's a National Energy Conservation Day, World Environment Day, whatever you can term it as. This is just a day to remind us of what happened in the previous year, the preceding year, what we should have done, and how is it that we can prevent similar events happening again in the next 1 year. It is just basically a review day. It is not that we celebrate today and then we forget. It is basically to review our own initiatives, our own tasks. If there is some improvement that we can work on, probably we can consider to improve that. That is the core objective. And UNFCCC has given around 17 tasks. Of course, this is about me, which Mr. Mohammed has already given you. I don't have to give much detailed thing, but anyway, as a formality, I'm Malkarjun. I'm a certified energy auditor, also ISO 50001 and 14001 lead auditor. And very recently we met each other during the 14064 carbon accounting lead verification verifier course. And today I can say I'm a certified trained CBAM professional as well. CBAM is basically a cross-border adjustment mechanism where basically people export services or material to European countries, and then they have got to account what is the input carbon emissions that they have received inside. Okay, more than me being saying that I'm a 50,001 lead auditor or a 14,001 lead auditor, what I would always like to emphasize is 55,001 is the core, and it forms the core of today's discussion also. 55,001 usually people have not heard of. It is basically the asset management system. Now, if we have our asset management on schedule, if we keep track of our asset management systems, then probably the need for today's discussion would be most appropriate. And just as a formality, to all of you who are here and online, as a policy, we will not be supplying. If I have to come here and then address you people, there must be some intention. Intention is either I should be seeking some business from you, or I should be seeking some commercial benefit. Now, important is we will not give you any equipment. I am not going to be here to supply any small pin also from our side. So it's going to be neutral in nature, and any discussions that we make would always try to look or is oriented towards the objective, that is basically going back home in time. Okay, this is about our thing. Okay, I think I'll just stop at this and then we will look at this point. We have listed 5 of them, right, sir? Now, is there any other point that you think is of importance and we need to add here? Nothing, I believe? Or even if it comes, you can always tell us later. Now, breakdown. What causes a breakdown? All the people attending are also from maintenance team?
Yes, sir.
Online. Okay. Now, what causes a breakdown?
If you don't have a standby pumps or equipment, it will impact operations. Like if you say DC transformers, any electrical pumps, WTP, STP, it will impact daily operations. What you are giving to tenants.
If an equipment get breakdown
Yes,
due
sir.
to improper PPM,
Okay.
Super. Correct.
Ah.
Improper PPM is the one reason.
And
overloaded or something like.
Improper handling, improper maintenance.
We are not receiving quality power. Sometimes fluctuation will come.
Okay.
Due to that also equipment get breakdown.
Now, is there anyway, when was this particular campus initiated? I mean, electrified in the first what?
2005.
2005. Right? So, the campus received electrical energy in sometime in 2005. Of course, it will be prior to that, but we will say 2005 as the case study. The first thing that is going to come in is HT supply inside, which is beyond your scope. Transformers, switchgear, of course, switching station,
Yes.
then the transformer, and then the distribution systems. Right? Now, do you have any data of a transformer that you have purchased way back in 2005? Is that data available with you on hand?
History.
Is it available?
The data available in transformer itself, sir. There is
No, there is a nameplate.
nameplate.
See, basically, when we say we are a maintenance team, I should have all my systems on table. Every time if you have to go, if you as a team leader has to go to field to collect the data, then it becomes more or less a non-professional activity. If you as a manager or asset owner of the campus, you should have that on the table. If you have it on the table, then you know, okay, this is what is happening. Is that available with you on your systems right now?
Sir, we have 5-year data in online. Earlier, there is no that such a tool we have implemented. That hard copy we have stored in somewhere.
It is there, but you don't have a ready access to that.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Now, as a policy, I'm taking only the transformer as an example, right? As a policy, legal compliance, you are supposed to get transformer oil tested every year.
Filtration, oil filtration.
Or oil filtration, then you have to report to electrical inspectorate. Right? Now, do you have a track record for all the 20 years of data? What you have done year on year? Do you have a track record?
Past 5 years we have.
That's I told you, no, sir. That
Only past 5 years you have. Okay, we'll take that 5 years. Okay. I'm just taking one product as an example. It can apply to other things. You say either pumps or fan, blowers, HVAC systems, whatever it is. Okay. Now, 5 years you have the data, right? Do you have traceability for the 5 years?
just reports, test reports every year.
What we have is only the current year data, right? Suppose if it is say, what are the units are, right? If it is 10, do you have this data? Okay, I will say current year is 25, right? Now if the units are 10, do you know what it was 24? Right? You do not know. You do not know what it was obviously in the previous years, right? Now, if we do not keep track of this test data, then how are we going to assess whether the task that we are doing is right or not?
So it is there in the report, the parameters limit is there. For example, if you take single phase voltage, last to 240, if it is go above, they will write there only, we will discuss and they will later.
Voltage is a variable parameter or
example I take on voltage, if you go temperature and other things also. If they written in the report means we will take immediate action, we will resolve it. We will not take that data. We will not keep that report.
Okay. See, voltage is load variant, right?
Yes.
It can change from 220 to 240. It can always change.
Guys, mute yourself.
Okay, but listening to this particular part, if suppose what is the basic parameter? What are the parameters that you go test in transformer oil?
Breakdown of BDB test, breakdown of test. They will take a sample oil. They will give you a voltage.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the value.
11, they will test till 65 kV voltage. They will
No,
test
that is
it
fine.
has to
But
be
what is
stable.
the shall I say moisture content in transformer oil?
Yes.
What is the acceptable limit? Again, I'll say, let's not go very technical. I'm just, we will say 10 units. Okay, moisture content is 10 units. Right? Now, what it was in 24, what it was in 23, right? So, previous year, or glycerides or ethanol formation, whatever the chemical formation. Now, if this is not available to you,
That much of deep we are not tracking, sir.
the reason why we are trying to sit here and then assess or upscale ourselves, like say, if you have to predict,
Yes.
if you have to feel confident that today I'm going back home at 5 o'clock, right? We should have this traceability. Correct? If you know, suppose I'll say 8, 8.2, 8.3, 8.7, 9.4, okay. Okay, 9.3 and 10. And we will assume that cutoff value is 10.5. If it goes beyond 10.5, then you are likely to have a failure. Right? Now, just look at the traceability. Initially, when you started at 8, you had 0.2. Right? Then you have, okay, I'll just make this as 0.1. Point 4, and this is 0.6, right? This is 0.7. Now, increase in moisture content in the transformer oil. Initially, when you took it as it was 8 units, first year 0.1, second year you have 0.2, third year is 0.6, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.7. Right? Now, what is the cutoff value? I mean the safety value? 10.5. So that means if the trend continues, right, it is for sure that you are getting into red zone. Is that correct? Huh? Now, this is what is going to be of importance.
Sir, actually, that we minimize it. No, it increased 1 to 2. Again we come take back to 1.
Right, sir. See, end of the test filtration system,
Yes.
you bring it back to 8.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But because of the aging of the transformer, because of the maintenance issues, the test value keeps going up year on year. If your maintenance is not properly done.
Maintenance is good, then
Maintain-
it will be standstill. No?
See, what I'm saying is, if everything is done properly,
Yes.
it will be always safe.
Yes.
I'm just giving a case study where how do you test yourself? Whether your work done that is given to you is done properly or not. unless you have this traceability system, you will not be able to go. Right? Now, end of this 5 years, usually it is not the case, but what I'm saying is, end of 5 years, if something like this has to happen, then it is for sure that you are going to have a failure in that particular point of time. Right? Now, this is what is of more importance if I have to prevent my breakdown. Right? Now, same with respect to pump. What do we measure with respect to pump?
Efficiency.
Efficiency. But how do we measure the efficiency?
The liter per hour, like that.
Liter per hour, right?
Yeah.
And the electrical power that is being consumed,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, how do you measure the electrical power? What actually on field, what are the parameters that you are going to look at?
KWH.
kWh. That is units consumed per hour,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But instantaneously, you can't wait for 1 day or 1 hour to assess whether the performance is correct or wrong.
We will check the load amps by
Amps.
using gram meter.
Voltage,
Amps.
amperes, and
Okay.
factor.
Voltage,
And current.
current,
Yeah.
Power factor.
okay?
Cos theta.
Power factor, right? But most often, what is that you are going to be looking at?
Mainly.
Current.
Load
Current.
amp, current.
Mainly current,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, hypothetically, I just will work out some case. What is the voltage that you think is appropriate enough?
450.
450.
1515.
415.
415.
Current?
Current
Current
depend
is
upon
based
the
on
capacity
motor
of the
capacity, motor
equipment.
water capacity.
Any one case?
5 HP.
Ah,
It will take 4 amps, sir.
okay.
Yes, 700 amps.
4 amps. Right? Now, what do you think is going to be the power factor?
Power factor is
0.95.
0.98.
Point?
98.
My first question. Do you measure power factor for the pump?
We will not measure.
We will not measure, right? Huh? This 0.98 is at the point of incoming,
Yes, it is an RMS.
meter cubical,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, usually what is it that where you think the pump is operating at?
So
It
we will
should
check
be-
in the load.
It should be constant load, means constant current has to draw.
Okay. So how much do you think is the going by the manufacturer? They will have given some value, either 0.8 or 0.85.
Yes.
Right? So we will take 0.85. Okay?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the ideal
Ratings.
rating.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you start working,
Yeah.
when the pump starts working, do we measure this? Do we monitor power factor? We don't.
Now power factor will be overall.
We are monitoring overall power factor.
Overall power factor. That's what. See, reason why I'm trying to discuss this point is, as a organization, your work efficiency is not going to be accounted. Maintaining 0.98 is only from the management point of view, so that you don't get into PF penalty.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
That's one. And do not exceed contract demand.
Yes.
But what defines your work efficiency? Your pump should not fail.
Yes.
If it should not fail, then there has to be some monitoring systems in you,
Yes.
right? Now, if the monitoring system is in place, only then you will be able to say, okay, our pump is working fine. Now, you said 4 amps is the operating current. We will say 0.85 as per the manufacturer. Okay. So, what is the KWA? KW for this particular value? Root 3 VI cos phi.
Power is equal to V I cos phi.
Anyone who can just use a calculator and then give some value. Root 3 VI cos phi.
No, what did you find
1.732.
What did you find out?
40?
No, what did you find out?
Hey, KW.
Power. KWH power factor.
KWH.
Power.
KW, sir,
Power.
KW.
VI cos phi. Root 3 VI cos phi.
Root 3. 1.732 into 415 into 4 into
2817.
2.
2817.
Okay. So that means
Watts, huh?
2871. Yeah,
71 or 17?
71.
Okay, whatever, 71.
Ah.
271.
Yes.
Right, sir?
Yep.
This I will say is ideal condition.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
As per the manufacturer's
Yeah.
terms.
Yes.
No, because you monitor
Yeah.
the current, right?
Yes.
Current has to be 0.80, yeah, 0.4 amps, sorry, 4 amps, right? Now, what if the power factor shoots to 0.90?
Hmm.
Current remains at 4 amps,
Okay.
power factor goes to 0.90. What will be the revised KW?
That energy reduces.
What will be the value?
Consumption of
2.5.
Okay.
2.56 you can consider.
2.56.
Yes.
Now, should I say this is good value or there is an issue?
This is under limited.
Under limit is different.
Yes.
I mean, ideally it should be 2.87.
Yes.
Now we have got 2.56.
2.56.
Now, is it good or it is bad?
it's good. Sir, it's good.
It's good.
2.56 is good.
Right. Good and bad both. I'll tell you why it is good and why it is bad. From energy conservation point of view, energy savings point of view, certainly it is good because we have reduced by around 0.3 kilowatt.
Yes.
We are into energy saving mode.
Yes.
But why did the power factor go up? You have not changed your working parameters. Everything is the same as it was yesterday. Why did the power factor go up?
Go down.
Huh?
It is down now.
The power factor has gone up by 0.9. It has gone up by 0.5 units.
Yes.
Why did it go up? As maintenance team, this is what I would be interested in. As an energy auditor, as a management, they're interested in savings. They're happy if they're getting 0.3 unit savings. But as a maintenance team, it's a cause of concern for you. Why? Initially, you might get a good tag. You might even get an award for saving that 0.3 units.
Yes.
But gradually, you will find that there is a
Power factor. Low.
serious issue coming up there at the back. Reason why this can happen is load on the motor will have changed. Right? Or there can be a bearing failure in your pump.
Yes.
Bearing is its performance is going bad. If the bearing starts going bad, it increases resistive flow. It builds up some resistance, right? If it builds up resistance, your power factor shoots up, right? Correct. So as and when this keeps going up, because you have not changed your pumping back flow. Flow remains the same. Right? Energy input is always the same. Pump is also the same. Flow is also the same. But power factor is shooting up. That means there is some resistance being built. Right? So, how do we identify that? How do we predict there could be a problem? Is what you as plant engineers, maintenance engineers, or the utility asset owners will have to consider. If there is a bearing failure, you know what is going to happen.
Sound will come different.
But when a pump, that sound initially may not reflect unless it gets into serious mode. Right? So this is one point. Suppose gradually as you progress, everything is working fine. 455, the pump fails. Because the bearing has totally gone, it has choked up. It is not able to pump. If the bearing fails, you know what is going to happen. Pump also will start misbehaving. Either there is going to be a non-alignment or whatever thing is. Ultimately, the pump will fail. Then break down, and you will have to stay back. Right? If you don't stay back, then
Get it ready.
things will be. No, even if you have to get ready 5 minutes, is impossible.
It will take time.
Had it happened at 2 o'clock, probably you would replace the pump.
Yeah. Yes.
But even to replace 455 is difficult. So your objective of keeping yourself ready to move out is gone. And if your family is waiting back home to go for a movie or to some function, point is, should you attend to your social call or you should safeguard your professional. Right? So this is going to be a bottleneck.
Yeah.
So my point of view saying keeping track of these parameters, each one varies. You see, transformer oil is one part. It's an annual strategy.
Yes.
If the value of this 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 is rising up too fast, that means there are some, like say if internally there is a loose contact. Transformer, internally there is a loose contact. Even if I have to use my thermal imager, it will not show because it's already encapsulated with the metal surface.
Yes.
That spark that is creating inside, it will not show up because it's already encapsulated. Only thing what I will get is 3 wires coming out and the tapping point. I will say connection is good or bad. But the loose contact inside the transformer, which is submerged in the transformer oil, will create issues. And if it is predominantly happening that way, over a period of time you will find transformer flowing loss. Likewise with the pump. So what is more important is try and monitor energy at all levels. Right? Now if you monitor energy level at all intervals, you will be able to have ISO 50,001 compliance. Okay? But more important, ISO 55001 will also be established. And to do that, maybe you may have to go back to 2005, dig out the information and build the base data. Once you build the base data, slow down the line till 2025, you will get to know. Right, sir?
Yeah.
So this is about energy data, maintenance of energy data, and how to read that data. Every equipment, say suppose you take an HVAC. What is required in an HVAC?
Compressor.
Yeah. So what do we usually do in HVAC? What we look at is only at the chiller plant.
Get chilled water.
What beyond that?
Efficiency.
What is more in an HVAC? More important in an HVAC system?
IKW.
Huh?
Sorry,
Approach temperature.
Yeah, right. Then, I mean, in terms of assets,
Gas,
chiller,
Chiller, pumps,
pump, then
Cooling tower.
Cooling tower.
cooling tower,
PMS system.
okay, building management system, then
pipeline.
pipeline.
Water pipeline.
Water.
But what actually keeps a school? All these are utilities.
Yes.
There's one more important utility which we usually don't tend to address.
Comfort, air.
Comfortable air, but how do we get this comfort air?
Unit is working fine, then we will get.
Yeah, but how? Which actually unit is that? Is it, huh?
Fresh air.
Sir?
Fresh air. Fresh air.
Fresh air, but how? Which is the one that is going to be giving us the fresh air?
Nature.
Nature is
It is
the source.
Age.
AHU. How many of us have access to AHUs?
Inside we don't have air access.
But see, reason why I'm touching upon this point is you have access to your pump, you have access to your chiller plant, you have access to your cooling tower,
Yes.
you have access to your pipeline system which supplies the chilled water to the AHU,
Yes.
right? But you don't have access to AHU because it is submerged somewhere here in this false ceiling unit or in some remote area. Then don't you think this is going to be an issue? Suppose if this room doesn't get chilled and there's an important conference going to be happening, CEOs are attending, VPs are coming in, and you have an issue, what do you have to do?
What do H room?
AHU room, but you can't go to AHU room because it is all
Inside is cool.
control is there, but the main heart of the system is there somewhere hidden in this thing.
No, sir. In all, if I say in Manata, we have a AHU separate room. There is a ceiling suspended units there for separate server rooms.
Correct.
issues are
For 24/7 monitoring.
Hey, but it is also inside, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Ceiling inside.
rooms are there. Ceiling rooms are there, floor to floor like that.
These separate rooms is there with Asra access inside the client.
Right, but usually what happens? Is it accessible to you in normal case?
No.
No, it is comes
We
client
need to
scope.
take
It will take sometimes half an hour
permissions.
to access the inside the premises.
Right?
Yes.
Now, if you have to have access to that, if you have to maintain that issue, we'll have to keep track of efficiency of the chiller,
Yes.
efficiency of the cooling tower,
Yes.
efficiency of the pumps, of course, whatever that can be done.
Yeah.
But efficiency of the AHU is never kept track. We do not measure the airflow because each room receives different quantity of air. This could receive around say 10 meter cube. The hall that is next to this might receive 20 meter cube.
Yes.
Right? Now what happens? Room temperature here can be different, room temperature there can be different.
Yes.
So again, if I do not have the inventory of the cold air that is being generated and then supplied to the end utilities, end users, we are at loss. Ultimately, what are your chiller plant efficiencies, what are your pump efficiencies, has got no meaning if the end user data is not available to us. Right, sir?
Yes, sir. Actually, we will get the data also.
Ah.
In the H room, we measure some air distribution throughout the floor.
Air distribution or air flow, and the air flow temperature and moisture content, and most important, the CO2 level.
Yes. And actually, some diffusers are there individually. We will monitor all the airs at a time, one time,
Ah,
in the beginning of the
In the beginning
occupancy.
also they will do air balancing.
Air balancing,
Of
yes.
the entire floor.
is it being monitored, as
Yes.
measured.
Yeah.
Are you measuring that flow?
Yes, sir.
You are measuring.
Yes.
So what is the CO2 level here in this room right now?
No, not CO2. We measure this one, air balancing we will do.
That is, okay, balancing you are doing.
Yes.
Okay, that means you are only taking care of flow, meter cube per hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, what about the temperature? What about the humidity level? What about the CO2 level?
Sir, quarterly we are going to check indoor air quality. One
Right.
vendor is there.
Huh.
Every quarter he will visit the floor and check the air quality, including CO2.
Including CO2.
Yes.
Now, he does it on quarterly basis.
Yes.
Yes.
What time?
So in working time.
Working what time? Approximately.
Approximately.
Between 0 to 24 hours. Tentatively what
we
time?
visit 10 to 5 like that.
10 to 5.
Yes.
That is supposed to be the peak hours.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Peak hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, sir?
Yes.
Now, at this particular point of time, time is now around say 5 o'clock,
It's 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
Now, what is the situation? See, this room is supposed to be occupied now. It may, when he comes, he may not have measured this because it is not occupied.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, how many of us, I think 50% of this particular hall is occupied.
Yes.
We still have another 50%.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now, what is the CO2 level here? What is the temperature? What is the moisture level? Now, how many of you are feeling dampness, numbness on your palm? Do you feel sticky?
No.
No, sir.
Not, you're not feeling sticky?
No.
Just check.
No.
Huh?
No.
We're feeling normal.
Normal.
Yes.
Is there anybody who's feeling sticky?
No.
No. I think.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Now,
If I raise temperature, I will reduce means
no, it is not about temperature.
AC.
It is about the moisture content. It is about the CO2 level.
Yes.
Right? Now, if you start feeling dampness, that means the indoor air quality
Humidity.
has changed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, during the process, during the conduct of the event, nobody will say I'm not feeling comfortable because maintaining cold temperature, he feels is comfortable. Okay, I'll ask you the other way. How many of these people sitting in this hall would rush out and have a cup of tea outside the campus or go for a smoke? Suppose if it is 5 o'clock, the shift changes. They have to go out at 5 o'clock. How many of them will go out and first thing they have a cup of tea or a fag? Do you find many people doing that?
Yes.
Huh?
We have
90%.
separate smoking zone, sir.
90%.
Nice. Reason, see, behavioral pattern of an individual will decide whether your AHU is working fine or not. If he were to be sitting as comfortable as he was in a forest, demand for a fag, smoke, or demand for a cup of tea would not arise. He desperate to go out and then first, if he is habitual to smoking, first thing he would like to do is smoke. Not because it is by habit, because the body demands for it. A cup of tea, body demands for it. Or a fresh breath. Just find out, very moment you go out, you will have a different feeling. Now that is because of your AHU performance. Now reason why I am saying is, if we can maintain the parameters of the AHU, the things can go on each individually, but I think with breakdown, I'll just give you a break here. Now we have late receipt of goods. Should we accept or we should not accept?
We can accept, sir.
Right? You can accept.
Yes.
So if you start accepting it,
Terms and conditions.
no, it's not about terms and conditions. Because we are used to being lenient in our terms and conditions. Even if you say, today is what, 18th, delivery by 5, you'll only say, 18th I want the equipment in my campus.
So
Right.
planned I don't accept, sir.
Ah.
Emergency in this Bangalore traffic, if we need something.
in the road.
That's what I'm telling you. Now, that means you are addressing breakdown issues,
Yes, yes.
right? Now I'm telling you, if you have to build up your system to see that you go back home at 5 o'clock in the evening, right? And if you say, tell the vendor that I want the equipment on 18th. What if he comes to you at 4:55 or 4:58? Will you accept? You will have to accept because your terms of supply will say delivery on 18th. Right? He is technically correct and legally correct. But if you put the word 18 by 10:30 hours, I want it in my campus. Because 18th you will be able to test it, do your task on 19th. If not on 18th, you should be able to do it on 19th. Now if it comes to you at 4:58, you will take it, keep it, and then go home.
Yes.
19th you need to work on the project, on the given task. And nth moment if you find the material delivered to you is not of proper use, is not doing job properly, your task of 19th, entire breakdown schedule that you avoid from various departments goes for a 6. Right? And again you have to ask for a next date. Right, sir?
Correct.
So, never ever, you have the authority. You are the one who is specifying the conditions. Tell them 18 means 10:30. If your incoming is 10 o'clock, by 10:30 we should have the material in place. Only then you will be able to check, verify, and then deploy the equipment for a given task. Right? Now, this will make energy efficiency or energy monitoring, energy conservation in place. Because you have sufficient time to check and receive quality goods. Pending works unattended. Now, if the material comes to you at 4:58, you are supposed to make the material ready for deployment on 19th morning. Because you received the material late, you have not done your pre-inspection on the product. If you have not done it on the product, it will not be available to you on 19th. Am I right? So that means it goes unattended. If it is emergency that you have to work on 19th, you will have to stay back, work for 1 or 2 hours, test it, and then keep it ready for 19th morning. That's it. Now, is that one which is going to fall in your place? It doesn't. This is what we don't want. Right? Now, last minute demands. If somebody says 4:55 emergency meeting is there, tomorrow morning there is a workshop, you have to make things available to us. You people are the ones who are supposed to be making all the arrangements. Right? You will have already set a target of working on the task given to you. Because if you don't attend to that particular replacement of the pump, which you have scheduled for that particular day, the other departments might get disturbed. But if somebody says, I want it tomorrow, or I want it now, come and switch it on, you are into problem because you are neither able to say yes, nor are you able to compare to that, because you would, unfortunately, you would have taken up maintenance schedule for the same hall. Right? You know that suppose the AHU supplying fresh air to this particular room is having some issues, you want to work on it. And if the person without knowing, he will have booked a hall today. He says, we have booked this hall, we want it. Unless there is a parallel room in line with the occupancy, then it's a If you have a parallel room, you can always deploy that. You can say, no, you use the other one, provided somebody else has not booked that. So this is something, so what we have to tell everybody is never ever accept last minute requests. You have, use the authority, say, we work on pre-maintenance, periodical maintenance, and to keep ourselves healthy for the rest of the year, kindly make sure you schedule the events 2 days in advance or 3 days in advance. You can tell all the section heads, we will not entertain last minute calls. Not that we don't want to entertain, we only want to make sure that you are comfortable.
Yes.
If you say, right now I want it, and if the people are working here, it's a problem for them because they will not be able to do the task properly. And ultimately, maintenance is not maintaining assets properly. Blame is on the team.
Yes.
So this is another issue where never ever accept last minute demands. Now, vendor visits. Unless we build a work culture, like say, I'll give you an example today. I was supposed to be here. The session is supposed to start at 3:30. Right? I started somewhere around, I don't know what time. I scheduled myself. My Google was telling me that I should be reaching this place by around 2:40, 2:45. Right? No. Although I was comfortable and then driving very safely, I missed one signal, one turning point. And to recover that, I had to do many jiggleries, and then he was keeping track of my live location. And it took me, I think, around 3:10 I came here. Now, if I had planned myself, scheduled myself in such a way that I reach at 3:20.
Okay.
Right? I was planning, my movement was 2:45, reached here at around 3:10, 3:10, 3:20. Okay, we'll assume it's 3:10, right? Delay of 25 minutes because of one small mistake of not turning at the right point. And you know, it happens with Bangalore traffic. If I move 10 meters ahead, there is no way where I can reverse back and then take a turn.
Yes.
Now, if that is a condition, 25 minutes gap, and if everybody, fortunately, of course, you were also a bit late, that's fine. But had it been that you all are waiting here at 3:30, assume you are all VIPs of various companies. Huh? Now, they count on minutes. Right? Now, that delay of 20 minutes or say even the 15 minutes would set a bad remark on the organization. Right? So unless you adhere to this vendor visits, tell them no. If I say you deliver it on 18th, that means your product should be available to me on 15th. Legally, you may deliver it to me on 18th, 10:30, provided you have mentioned that. Right? If you say 10:30, it should be available. Either he has to move the product by 10 o'clock or delivery point, or he should have done it on 17th. It's okay, 17th, 4:58 it is coming, take it. 4:59, take it. Keep it, and next day you can work on it. If we do not insist on the work schedule, then last minute visits are always bound to be there. Because we have that culture.
Yes.
And I'll just give you a typical example of how these things. Recently, only yesterday I came back from Germany. I was supposed to be changing trains 3 times. Linking thing, because we have that option of either I take a Intercity Express or Rural Express. I took the advantage of Rural Express because I was carrying that monthly ticket. Now, my point A to point B, train comes at hourly it is coming at X hours 27 minutes. Every hourly the train comes, reaches point B, and the next train, connecting train, is at hourly hour 34 minutes. Right? And the next one is another 1 minute or 3 minutes somewhere there. Now, if usually 2 times it happened to me that this incoming train was late by 6 minutes. That means it reached this place at 33. I had only 1 minute, and normal condition was reaches at platform 1, and this one is 1A. So that 1 minute was good enough for me to move my baggage or jump into the next train. But because of the work development plan that they have scheduled, there has been last minute shuffling because their entire railway network is going under renovation. So they have been telling that this is going to be there, this is coming in late, this is coming on time. They keep announcing, but I am not used to German language, so I could not follow. But moving from 1 to 1A in that 1 minute was possible. But that particular moment, they moved this to platform 2. Now look at the situation. Even if I run, go down, underpass, and then come up and then take, 1 minute is not sufficient for me. And then ultimately, I will miss catching this train. That means my next train is another 1 hour after that. If I have to take RE, if I have to take slower than that, RB, which might take me to at the same time, more or less. But then the next connecting train would have gone. So I have to again miss this train. So the schedule that I had given my client, I will be reaching at 11 a.m. That day, I reached only at 12:47. I was telling him frequently that this is what has happened, so I am getting delayed. Every time I was missing my train, I was telling him this. And finally, because I was not able to catch the right point, I walked 1.9 kilometers in that chill weather. Fortunately, the other person whom I was meeting was also an Indian. So I had no problem. He said, okay, you can take your own time. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. But had it been a German client, probably the entire meeting for that particular day would have gone waste. Okay? Now, what I'm trying to say is, every minute counts. I had to walk that 1.9 kilometers, literally in that 6 degrees centigrade, I was sweating. So that is the kind of difference that things make if we do not work on our breakdowns, acceptance of goods, pending works unattended. All these are consequential issues. Okay, now coming to the quick down. These are COP29 companies, committee. Brazil, I think it is COP30 going on now, right? They are trying to address on wind, hydro, solar, and green hydrogen, trying to promote that. Now, right now, you are getting your electrical power from grid, right? Now, if you have an option of sourcing power from green sources, I don't know who manages the purchase of electrical energy. Maintenance team does it, or?
No, sir. We have a different team. Actually, we have a Ballari 100 megawatt plant from ESPL, and we have installed solar panels on our roofs also, sir. So there is a different team, sir, who manages it, purchase all those things. Procurement teams take care.
No, but How much is it from solar and how much is it from the grid?
So, most of the energy comes from the grid only, sir. Most of the energy comes from the grid.
Huh.
Those are in our ESG calendar. I have to go through to that.
But most of it comes from
The
grid.
grid, sir.
Now, if most of it, you have to go somewhere?
No.
Now, if most of the energy comes from grid, that means you do not know how eco-friendly is your energy sourcing.
We know, sir, actually. Wind power also we are going to use. Solar also
730
we
or-
will use.
You are using, but how much of it?
Yeah, it is there in this one.
Sir, block level, we are getting 10% of solar power, rooftop solar power. From grid, 90% of solar power energy.
In
we
the
will
grid
get.
also we using solar.
Actually, sir, right now our campuses are like 70 or 30. 70% of
I'll say 70% to 30%. 30% is your solar,
Yes.
70%, sorry, 70%, 30% solar,
No, sir, 80% solar.
80% solar,
80%.
20% is
Maybe
Grid.
hydro.
grid,
Grid, sir.
grid, right?
No, it is coming through the grid only. In that solar also connected. Solar, hydropower, thermal power,
No,
wind
you
power,
can take
everything connected.
renewable, non-renewable. Like
See, I understand one
Yes,
minute.
yeah.
Okay, I will accept this. On your rooftop,
Yes.
how much are you taking? How much are you generating?
No, in our
Campus.
Campus.
only 10%.
10%.
This one in outside we take around 70 to 80%.
So we have that our 100 megawatt plant located in Bellary.
Okay.
So that
Bellary what? Hydel or thermal or?
solar.
Renewable energy.
Solar plant.
So you are under wheeling system.
Yes,
Okay, you are under wheeling system.
Wheeling energy.
Are you purchasing in open market?
That also is there, sir.
That also is there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Now, assuming you are sourcing your energy from open market, you have your own 10% rooftop energy, 90% is your grid input. Right? Out of this 90%, I will say you are trying to source around 80% from renewables or green energy and another 10% from the energy mix. Right? Now, this is basically an assumption. Right?
Yes.
More near to reality.
Yes.
But what if you know your actual demand? Suppose I tell you, today, what is the work culture? 2 days a week, everybody has to attend.
5
Huh?
days.
5 days a week, people should be attending.
Yes.
Right? Now, if your energy demand is varying, what time is your energy reaching the peak?
10 to
Out 10 to 12 is the working hours. But what time is your energy demand peaking up?
1 p.m. sir.
So 9 to 12 maximum.
9 to 12.
Yes.
9 to 12, right?
Yeah.
So in that 9 to 12 hours, first peak is coming sometime when you switch on your chiller or increase the chiller load,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then you gradually downsize,
Decrease.
correct?
Yes.
Now, what is that you can do to avoid the peak demand? How can we avoid peak demand? Suppose your contract demand is say 100,000 kVA or 1 megawatt,
Yes.
right? Now, your 1000 kVA is because you are switching on your chillers to around 90%, 900 kilowatt,
Yes.
right? Right, sir. What is the contract demand if anybody of you have seen?
Actually, individual building is having contract demand.
For example, J block has 2000 sir.
2000. What is it? That's the contract demand.
Contract.
Okay, recorded demand is how much?
About 900 kVA.
Recorded demand.
Yes.
Okay, how many units? Number of units?
Some 2,20,000 like that. It come.
2,20,000.
Yes.
So you can just 2,20,000 divided by 30. Around 700 units. 7,000. 7,000 units. Right? 7,000.
Likewise.
Yeah,
7,000 divided by 24.
305 around 300 something.
305. Right? Multiply this by 1.5 just to account for your daytime load and nighttime load. So 315 to 1.5,
458.
and say 600 watts,
500.
600 kilowatt. Okay, now your contract demand is 2000. You are touching the peak of 90%, that is 1800. Your actual energy going by your energy demand, but monthly energy demand is around 600 kilowatt. Assuming your power factor is 0.9, right sir? What would be your contract demand? I mean recorded demand on that particular point? 900 divided by 0.9, somewhere around 700 kVA. Huh? Now 700 kVA your contract demand is 2000 kVA, right? Your RD is 1800 kVA, right?
RD will not reach 50% of.
As I said, peak summer it come 900 kVA.
Okay, 900 kVA, okay. Going by your energy demand, your actual energy, your demand, power demand is 700 kVA. Right, sir? Now, why is this variation? Do you find an opportunity to work on energy savings, to work on energy conservation, to work on prevention of blackouts? Or I could say load management. Is there a possibility?
You can reduce the contract demand.
Okay, you reduce the contract demand to say, I would say 1200 kVA on the safer side.
Yes, yes.
Accepted.
Yes.
Done. Now here,
Yeah.
this can remain 900 kVA. Huh?
So that is
The
in
contract
progress.
demand is-
Few blocks have been reduced the contract demand.
See,
Just-
what is happening is different.
Ah.
What can happen in the given example by you is what I am trying to say. Okay, overall scenario can always be finalized, zero down after the actual energy audit is done. But this is what it is, right? Now this remains at 900. This remains at 700. Right, sir?
Yes.
Now, the first financial benefit is here, right? Now, more than the financial benefit is from the management point of view. Always, as an energy auditor, what I would like to see is the supporting team that you have, the ITI or the electricians or maintenance staff should be able to relax and play table tennis or carrom board. Okay, how many of you have indoor games in your maintenance department? No one. Whereas other team has. Now, if you can take care of this part, I'm sure everybody will be able to sit and then play indoor games.
That facility should be there in our blocks.
You can build it up. You are not doing it because you don't have the time to look at it. If you have the time, obviously you will start searching for it. Because what will you do if you are sitting idle?
Management will not allow to do it.
Management is
Not like
See, I tell you, if the management doesn't do it, do you have a mobile?
Yeah.
You play games if you are having free times,
Yeah.
or you will watch a movie, right, sir? Now, that is possible because you have free time. What if there is a breakdown? Will you be able to sit and watch a movie or play games? Forget your own team members. your subordinate will fire you. Because of you, I will not be able to go back home at 5 o'clock, throw the mobile down and then come and work on it, right? It's the internal disturbance, right? So these are some of the issues that we always look at. Now, coming back to the same point, 700 kVA. Out of 700 kVA, you know your energy consumption, you stabilize the working parameter. If I clip the peak demand, okay, you know steady inflow. Out of this 90% that you get, power wheeling, you will be able to increase that green energy sourcing up to say 95%. Provided you have a steady data, a steady behavioral parameter. So that's how you would become energy friendly. Now, energy pledge. Because you know you are consistent, I'm not talking about what the world is talking. Okay, this is what the COP29 is talking about, but we are discussing about what TCFM can do. You can say, you can pledge to the management that 95, in place of 90, 95% of energy is going to be green energy, provided you have all that data. If you have that and you tell your management, I have reduced my carbon emissions down by 5%. This is plus 5% because you are reducing. Had it been this, then it would be, both are having the same meaning. What was 900 here, you are reducing by 5%, it is down to 95%. Now plus 5% because you are increasing. No, it's not 105. 100 is emission. You have conserved 5%, so it is again back to 95. Right? This is positive side. 5% is negative side. Right? So you will be able to declare, and your utility, this particular campus can say, my annual target emission reduction is down by 5%. I am 5% more environment friendly. They can also declare in their ESG report. Right? Yeah.
Actually, we are doing, sir. Every year we are declaring that how much GRI reports we are doing, all those things.
Yeah, you are doing, but
With the calculations.
see,
Scope 1, Scope 2.
Scope 1, Scope 2 is one part. See, today what has happened is, although we want to show it, I do not cross verify. As an internal, of course, unless you want to share this to somebody else, it's a different issue. But we always have an internal adjustment because we are not being forced to comply on legal terms. Guiding principles of human development is what is going to be the key word. Right? Now, guiding principles of human development is what? Like say today's session, me trying to tell you why proper maintenance is going to have a positive impact on your social life, on your personal health, is human development. If we can succeed in trying to make you people focus on those aspects, if I can make sure that out of this 100 people, 50 or 60 people, if 5 of you can implement these good practices, it's a positive sign. It can bring in some change. Some soft skill development or soft skill enhancement is in force. Climate and health continuity correlation. Now, this is something, we are all in Bangalore, or likewise somewhere else in your, all attending online or from Bangalore?
Most of us from Pan India, sir.
Pan India. Now, although you say pan India, we are all in urban areas, right? No. Sir?
Pune, Mumbai, Delhi. Like
Okay.
that.
Now, how many of you are feeling the pinch of price rise of your food commodities? How many think the price is going up? Do you feel that?
Yes.
Right? Okay. How many of you feel that there is a disturbance in your movement because of untimely rains? Is that a reality?
Yes.
Right? Now, this can be neutralized. I would say it is going to be eradicated. It can be brought down to a certain extent, or it can be neutralized on various fronts. If I reduce the peak demand, power being generated at the thermal power plant will have a steady power generation pattern. So thermal power plant may not have to shoot up its power generation and burn extra fuel. Right? So if it doesn't burn that extra fuel, there is a steady flow in the temperature above the sky and up in the sky. If there is a steady temperature, the cloud movement is uniform. Right? If the cloud movement is uniform, is steady, then melting of the clouds is going to be well established. Dropping, that means we are going to receive rains in normal course. If there is change in the energy demand, then there is bound to be change in the rainfall pattern. Now, if there is a change in the rainfall pattern, a person who sows the seeds in the farm, he has either low crop or a increased crop. Increased crop is okay. What if it is low crop? There is going to be shortfall in the commodity. If there is a shortfall in the commodity, then the price will go up. Right? Am I right? Ultimately, it pinches your pocket. If today I am getting rice at, what is the price you buy the rice at?
85, 90.
Okay, 85, 90. Right? Now, if there is a shortfall, it can go to 100, and you find variation throughout the year. Right? Now, one thing, that variation is not probably sometimes brought to your notice because the cushion is too high. When the price at the point of source goes up, 85 will become 90 or 95. Especially you will find that in your vegetables.
Yes.
Right? Now, this is something where climate and health is going to be coming in picture. The disturbance in the climate, environmental conditions, and your health. I'm trying to relate all the 17 parameters which have been laid to an individual's reducing methane and organic waste declaration. Okay, waste declaration. What practice do we have in monitoring waste? Waste comes under maintenance department, waste management.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
Now, what system do you have to reduce your waste? 510. Yeah. I think we'll.
No.
In the campus, we have OWC machines, sir. The whatever wet waste and dry waste come, we manufacture the manure,
Okay. That is basically organic waste.
organic waste.
Organic waste. Then, what do you do with the plastic bottles?
Authorized BBMP vendors are there.
Ah,
Daily basis, they come and collect waste from the individual blocks.
okay. Now I'm passing on my responsibility to a third party. Am I eco-friendly?
Authorized persons.
True. But having done the audit, what check do you have on the third person who is supposed to be compliant to the system? Do you verify whether he is?
So we have verified when we given government authorized lessons.
Actually,
I'll tell you, sir. See, there is a case. I did scope file. Now, who does environmental compliance?
So we have a team, sir.
Yeah, you have a team, right? Now, this defines under scope 5. You are supposed to give to authorized vendor, and authorized vendor is supposed to follow a systematic procedure to neutralize the emissions, right? Now, this scope 5 compliance under pollution control board says that we are supposed to give it to authorized vendor.
Yes.
Now, as a social obligation or as a regulatory authority, whether he has done properly or not, if you go and do it. In one of the case, the authorized vendor has a certificate.
Yes.
His power supply has been disconnected and the plant doesn't have, the address that he has got no power supply. Physically the premises is there, but the plant has been disconnected with the power supply. Now, do you think he is operating on the waste in the judicious way?
No.
No. There is no chance because the basic raw material source of energy doesn't have, he has been totally disconnected. But he still carries the certificate with him. From me as a corporate entity, I have done my responsibility. I have complied to it. But does that end there?
No.
We have got to check.
Yes.
Right, sir? Now, to do that, that's why I said we pass on the responsibility to third party. But forget that part. If we have the intention to do it, can you have a plastic bottle dispensing unit in the plant instead of giving it to third party?
No, sir.
It can be done.
Dispensing can
Earlier we have,
You can,
earlier we have in food court. Now we
Huh.
Recently we removed. Earlier we have.
you can have it and then cut it into pieces.
We are giving that, they are giving papers or any jacket like that, they are by making the.
You can have that, cut it into pieces, collect it into a bag, and sell that product to a plastic recycling. I mean, the person who has a plastic unit, na?
Yes, sir.
He will come and pay you 60 or 70 rupees as good as a petrol price. Right? Instead of you giving that plastic bottle to somebody else, that can be done. You can see, I'll tell you the reason is, it is not about the financial impact. You can say, we have stopped passing on the responsibility to a third person. Instead, we have initiated to convert the plastic waste into pieces, cut pieces, and we are giving it on annual basis or monthly basis to a person who is manufacturing, who is into second cycle of plastic products. The social responsibilities, social obligation is very well established, and you can say in your ESG report saying that, see, this is what we are incorporated. You can highlight that. Now, you are making cost effectiveness because the second cycle is cost of generating a product is reduced. You are making sure that it is being put to proper use. Right? So, this waste declaration policy will certainly come into your positive note, especially the management will also accept. If we have this, of course, if you say we won't have it, management will not accept. But if you say, this is the way how I can make you declare environment friendly activities, this is how ESG report is going to be positive in nature, you are going to have this. Right? Okay, I already told you about the farmer's impact. Healthy cities, smoke being emitted. You all know the consequences when you are trying to move during the peak hours. Right, sir? Now, if we all move towards greener commute, like say metro, it can be one way. Shared transport is other. Metro obviously is government thing, but shared transport, if each one coming in our own vehicle, instead if we can pool, some of the measures could also be brought in, and most important is we need to account for it. We need to account and declare what is the situation. And to do this, you'll have to have concurrence with your main core team. Basically, the programmers who come, they should also be taken into confidence. Because scope 3, if it is made mandatory, right now it is not there. Person moving from his house to office will also call for emissions. Tomorrow, if that comes into scope, then you know the consequences.
Supply chain.
But much before that, if you say we have included scope 3 also in our carbon emissions, and this is the target. Now look at the impact. That means the entire in-house sourced and areas where you are not connected, also you are giving a positive response. The image being carried out in the eyes of the law, in the social impact is different. It's going to have a positive impact. Okay, this is about tourism. Now, if your city is clean, like okay, just to touch upon, if your city is highly polluted, how many of you people will think you are going to attract tourists? Right? We are trying to go to hill stations now because of low emissions, good health. Water for climate action, again, water management, water balancing. Okay, this is all what I try to explain, or I have made an attempt to explain to you as to why all these are there. See, World COP29 in its perspective, they have tried to magnify it and then list those parameters here. I have narrowed down all this to your last leg of application and how each one of us can contribute. Right, sir? Now, any questions that you have? I think that's the end of it. Let me see. Okay, CBAM is right now not applicable to you. CBAM, for your awareness, is cross-border adjustment mechanism. Right now, the utilities, the service that you are extending, suppose if Manyata Tech Park has to declare, it is limited to policy matters, that's ESG reporting or BRSR reporting or whatever the statutory requirements are. Suppose the services exported by you is a Tata Group manufacturing car. Right? Now the services, the embedded software that is being implemented in a car, every car is now having a software, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So if that software happens to be part of the car, he will invariably ask what is the emission for that particular point of software that you have purchased from Tech Mahindra. Sorry, Mahindra Tech Park or whoever is occupying this. Suppose you have various companies in Tech Mahindra, Mahindra Tech Park, right?
Yes, sir. We have like 500 plus companies.
Any one company? Wipro is there? Or
IBM is there, Kyndryl is there,
Nokia.
Nokia, Cognizant,
Nokia,
Okay, so we'll take some XYZ Cognizant.
IBM.
Okay, now if Cognizant is supplying that EPROM embedded component to Tata, I will say okay, Tata Nexon as a car, or we'll say Tata Nexon. Why move to somebody? Now Tata Nexon, when it is being put to the market, has to say this car being manufactured by us is having 100 kgs of carbon embedded in it. Now, a car is not only the car. It has shell, it has a chassis, it has an engine, it has a plastic component in it, it has a cushion, it has rubber component, it has the IT, that's what we are doing. So all these emissions will have to be included to see that we declare the yes. For all others, it is a physical product, but for software, it is a soft product. You can't touch it physically. So a person cannot say software is there, we are not included. To generate that software, people sitting in this office will have consumed energy. Right? Suppose out of this, from this campus, we have 100 companies and Cognizant is consuming 5% of the electrical power out of the 100 units that this campus is. Now that 5% has to be accounted in the future supply chain. If that is imposed, then probably CBAM will also become part of the supply system. Okay, how does this benefit? If it has to benefit energy savings by avoiding breakdowns, energy savings by quality inspection, energy savings by not postponing our quality inspections or timely completions, energy savings by avoiding last minute demands, and rest of things. So these are some of the, if you go back, it ultimately reflects back onto us. I think, yeah. So this is what it is. And if there are any questions, yes. Anywhere where you think our point of discussion is indifferent compared to your, because usually what happens is people when they call for presentation, we try to go slide by slide and then explain. That's why I said first few slides would remain more or less stagnant.
So,
Yes, sir.
thank you for your excellent session, sir. I think most of them are, as you said, time is up. So eagerly waiting to go home. Let me put it this way that even the people on online, I would like to thank you all for attending this session. Especially this session has been designed for all our technical team across India to gain some insight and knowledge and the experience that Mr. Mallikarjun sir is having in this industry. He has been into this industry and he has accepted our request to come over here and give some inputs. Though 1 hour is not sufficient, I would say, but we really appreciate for that 1 hour that you have given to us. And we take an opportunity to thank you for this in-depth session. Even I was quite pulled up with this and I got involved trying to understand more and more. This is one of my main subjects, to be precise. Our team is also quite eager, so we are just waiting to have another session probably in future with your availability and with the full team on board. Today we got only Manyata team over here. We would like to have other Tech Park team as well. That would be a full-fledged session, a full-day session, along with our FMs and property managers and all.
That would be most important because you are the ones who actually provide the services. They are the consumers. Usually in most of such situations, the consumers are kept aside.
Correct.
Unless they come in line with our expectations. Because unless they prevent last minute demands and other things, they don't understand the importance of their well-being.
So I thank you all, and I'm just waiting for our CEO, Miss Ashwini Madam. She's just coming. She was in a meeting, so I just asked her to avail her minutes for Thanksgiving to you. And the team who has been so patiently waiting in spite of getting continuous calls. I can understand they have calls after calls. People are getting pressurized. Where are you? So please have a few more minutes of patience. We'll just honor Mr. Mallikarjun ji and then we can disperse off. Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. Just a moment.
So just for a feedback, how was it?
That's good, sir.
Huh?
Good, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Did I bore you?
It is a
No,
good
no,
interaction,
no.
sir.
Huh?
Good
Interaction
good
was good.
interaction between you and us. It is a very good, sir.
But I think you are feeling bored? Huh?
Good.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ you are feeling bored?
Me?
No. How many years of experience you have put into this
I'm a
matter?
fresher, I'm an intern. I joined recently last week.
Oh. So that is the reason probably you don't have the pressure of maintaining the assets. Right?
Actually, we not seen time, sir. That much of good interaction.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Usually ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ I try to involve you people
Yes, sir.
for simple reason if I have to maintain this. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ನಾವು ಹೋದ್ವಿ ಅಂದರೆ it ends up into some monotonous system. Unless you people who are there on the floor, like if you give us some input, then the drive will change and it cannot be time oriented.
Yes.
Sometimes it might go for extended discussion. Protein.
Good evening, sir.
So, sir, our CEO, as I told, I promised you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Take it from here.
I know it's
Be
too
closer.
far. So thank you very much for sparing your time, and I understand from Hussain it has been an interesting session. People
Yeah.
had a lot of questions.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately we were tied up, so we could not make it. But it's a very interesting subject, and today I think need of the hour. So we look forward for more sessions like this.
The
So
need of the hour is more to your core team
yeah, correct,
because they are the ones who actually feel tired end of the day.
right,
And
sure,
the subject is more oriented to them.
correct,
I would
correct.
have been happy if because they are the ones who actually
They do
maintain
the
the assets.
on correct,
But
correct,
the end users are them.
correct.
Yeah, most of our own lanes, so as I
No,
told.
that is maintenance team.
Mm.
What I'm talking about is the programmers who are sitting there.
Mm.
They don't know the importance. They need to
Users.
understand the importance of this particular subject
True. Yeah,
because ultimately their growth, their healthiness is what the entire objective is.
sure, sure.
Maybe that's.
We'll have one more session, maybe next time,
Sure, anytime.
maybe we'll plan. Are you based here in Bangalore?
Madam, see, for all practical purposes, I'm based in none of the cities.
Oh, okay.
Because based on the assignment, we keep moving.
Sure. Mm.
So it doesn't matter. I'll be here. I can always schedule my visits.
Sure, okay. Thank you
In
so
fact,
much.
when he called me sometime only yesterday morning, I'm back from Germany.
Oh, okay.
So if there is a task, certainly we will make it.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank
Or
you.
one group photo so quickly.
Please.
Okay. Oh, there are a lot of them on the call.
Yeah, 40 people are. Shall I move the tables? Or?
No, no, you can just tell them to come here, no?
Yeah, please get.
All everybody can come
Come,
here.
sir.
Sir.
Sir, ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಒಂಚೂರು. Sir, please.
Yes.
So everyone is coming. Even
Come, Hussain, come. थोड़ा इधर आ जाए.
एक बार 0.5 करके देख लो.
So
हो गया ना?
आगे सारे.
Smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Done.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time and all the
Yeah, it's my
learning.
pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Let's
Yeah.
like to have some refreshment. We'll arrange for them. Thank you guys. You can request. Thank you for your time and availability. Yeah. All the best. Bye.
take self mail ID. So he will guide you how to grow all those things.